Today is all about Dolce & Gabbana Velvet Exotic Leather. One of my newer discoveries and one that I have been loving. This is a really nice amber, rich, heavy fragrance that I'm going to give you my full rundown on today. I'm going to tell you how it smells, how it performs, when you can wear it, and ultimately if I think this one's worth picking up. So let's go and start off with how this fragrance smells. Now when you first spray it on, it opens up with some rum, incense, amber, gives off this sweet, smoky, alluring smell with a little bit of a spiciness. Let's take a look at that note breakdown. We have rum, incense, olibanum, juniper berries, leather, styrax, lavender, labdanum, and clary sage. So a really nice mixture here, and it's all airing on the heavier, denser focus of notes. Not a whole lot of top notes in here. No grapefruit, bergamot, none of that. This one starts off immediately rich, creamy, heavy, and very much a focus on some heavy scents here, some heavy notes. The leather starts to introduce itself as it's moving from the opening into the mid. The rum, incense, amber tends to stick around for the majority of the scent as the leather or the labdanum and olibanum kind of works its way in as well. I find that nothing is really fighting to the surface here. It's a really nice, even blend. Every note in here kind of gets its time to shine. It has its own place that it fits in. It's not like it's all jumbled in and trying to fight for the surface. It doesn't come across that way. It comes across very smooth and natural from the opening to the dry down. Now, one of the main things that you'll see when you look on Fragrantica, when you check out the comparisons, two heavy hitters. Dolce & Gabbana, the one Eau de Toilette, and La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Toilette, the original. Yeah, some big time comparisons. Yeah, this is getting compared to some serious heavy hitters. So what's my take on that? What do I think? Personally, I see both. I really do. I get a little bit of a comparison to La Nuit de l'Homme in the opening because of the spiciness. For me, I almost pick up on a cardamom. Even though it's not listed, it almost comes across that way, like an oriental spiciness up top along with the incense, and that's probably partly where it's coming from. And obviously La Nuit de l'Homme is known for that cardamom opening. And Dolce & Gabbana the One, that is known for being an amber, warm, masculine, heavy scent, and this also has a similar thing going on. So could you say that this is almost a hybrid of the two? Maybe a little. But at the same time, it's also kind of doing its own thing as well. And that's pretty cool because I'm a big fan of both of those. And while you may be thinking, well, why would I need this, to smell similar to those if I have those? Because this is taking on the next level. This is building off of those, introducing even more of a richness, even more of a smokiness that you don't really get from either of those two. So it's kind of building off of that, and I really like it. It also gives it a whole bunch of mass appeal. This one here is undeniably attractive. And here's another reason why I like that it builds off of those two is the performance of this one. Let's go ahead and touch on that. Now this is an eau de parfum, and on my skin consistently I've been getting about 8 hours. Pretty good. Now where it does lack is the projection. It's not very strong in terms of that. It's more of a personal bubble scent for me. As I've been testing it, I've typically been going with about 2 sprays on my neck, and it really does not push out all that much. It stays pretty close, pretty personal. If you want it to project more, then you just spray more. Apply it to your neck, maybe apply it to the back of your neck as well. Just some extra sprays, and you will get some distance off of it. But just with a couple sprays, not so much. So projection is on the lower side. But what do I see this one as? I see this one as a nice evening out scent. A nice scent to wear in the fall, a nice one to wear even on a date. And depending on the situation, you can change this one here. If you want projection, apply more. If you don't want a bunch of projection, just go with your standard couple of sprays, and then it will be closer to the skin, and you can wear it on a date without it being too strong. There are some fragrances out there that even with 2 sprays, it's super strong, and then you can't really throttle it much more than that to be able to wear it in a close encounter situation. But this one kind of gives you that flexibility to, mold it to whatever event you're going to. But the key one is that longevity. 8 hours, that's really good. Considering when you look at Dolce & Gabbana, the One, EDT and EDP, most don't get 8 hours out of that. When you look at the newest versions of La Nuit de l'Homme Eau de Toilette, most don't get that either. This is still an independent fragrance. It's not like it's cloning those two that I keep mentioning, but it does touch on those two. And this could potentially be a really nice option if you want like a better performing almost duo of those, but still having its own thing going on. That's why I wanted to bring this to your attention, because of that reason there, and the fact that it is just a really, really good fragrance. In terms of when you can wear this one, definitely a fall and winter scent. Cooler weather all the way. Spring and summer, not so much for me. It just has a warm, inviting, smoky, cool weather feel about it. And that's the best time for it. Because if you wanted to wear it in a spring or summer evening on a date or something, you could do that, but I do think there are better things on the market for those scenarios. So right now, this time of year that we're moving into is the perfect time to wear this, and I am going to be wearing this a ton. This is going to be for someone who wants a nice, rich, heavy evening out scent for the cooler weather. If you want to kind of build off of some more popular designer scents that are warm and spicy and almost take it to a bit more of a daring level, a bit more of a challenging level, I suppose, this will be for you. Now with that, it's not like it's super challenging or super daring, but there is more of a smoky incense, more of like a, I don't know how to describe it, just like a richness, like a heavy, dense, sweetness about this one that if you're brand new to fragrances may throw you off. If you want something that takes it to the next level and that maybe is a bit more interesting for you as a collector or enthusiast, this is a really nice one to check into. So guys, I think that's pretty much going to do it for me. That is my full review on Velvet Exotic Leather by Dolce & Gabbana. This is awesome. I'm super glad I discovered it because it's really blowing my mind right now, and I've been addicted to it. I'm going to have to kind of throttle myself because I'll wear it every day if I wanted to, but I really don't want to. I want to make time for some other things. I don't want to run through this super quickly, so I need to back off a little. So if you guys have tried this one or heard of it, let me know what you think of it down below. If you haven't tried it, are you interested to? I will link it down below as well so you can pick a bottle up for yourself. And if you want to see some vlogs, behind the scene content, get access to bonus top 5s, top 10s, bonus reviews, and watch videos just like this one in advance before everyone else does, check out the channel memberships. It will be linked down below, or hit the join button next to the subscribe button. If you join the top tier, you can chat with me one-on-one in a private chat room. If you have any questions or anything like that, then you can ask me there. Big shout out to all of my channel members. You guys are awesome, and I appreciate you supporting me. And you watching right now, thank you for supporting me by just watching my videos as well. That's going to do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. We'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take care.